Most people think every doctor's day starts at 8 a.m. with patients, but let me show you what it really looks like being a reproductive health doctor. My mornings are sacred. Before the demands of the day begin, before I step into doctor mode, this is my time. Time to study, to reflect, to move closer to my personal goals. It's quiet, intentional, grounded. In this space, I'm not just preparing for work, I'm pouring into myself so I have something to pour into others later. Because once the day gets going, everything shifts. It becomes about patients, lab results, messages, surgical procedures, follow ups, and a lot of chaos and stress. So, this part of the day is everything to me. Greetings, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Natalie Caitlin. Natalie, if you'd like. Welcome to a day in my life as a reproductive health doctor. It's been a while since we did one of these, so I thought today, why not? It is Thursday today. I have just finished up my morning routine. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm about to have my breakfast. Breakfast is so important to me because you guys know, like, as a doctor, you can plan to have a chilled day and then you get to work and the day just goes like spirals out of control. And so one thing I make sure is to have breakfast before I leave my house every day without fail. I absolutely have to have breakfast because I don't know what the day holds. And Thursdays are typically my busiest day, and I'm actually laughing at myself right now for even attempting to vlog on a Thursday. I typically don't because of how busy the days get. But today on my schedule, we have a bunch of scans, stimulation scans. We have a few hysteroscopies as well later. And then in the afternoon, I have a few reviews and follow-ups of patients who I saw for the first time recently, and they're going to come back and get their results, lab tests, and all of that, and then make a definitive plan and way forward for them. So that is the plan of the day. That is today's main to-do list at work. In the morning, I had a document to prepare for my academic forum to be a part of. I also had to edit a video, which I still haven't finished editing, and I plan to find time sometime during my day to finish editing that video so I can upload it today, because again, Thursday is my posting day. I don't know why I thought to myself posting on a Thursday is a good idea when Thursdays are actually my busiest day. But I don't know. Let's see. We'll see how things go. So, quickly need to make a cheese sandwich to go with the rest of my brekkie. Okay. So I'll typically fry anything that needs to be fried, or I don't know, chop any tomatoes and onions or anything like that before I shower, simply because I don't want to end up going to work smelling like onions and tomatoes, right? So I've already done that. All I need to do now is to grill my sandwich, and that is easy and quick. The simplest breakfast, but it's so yum. So today's outfit is these formal high-waisted pants and a crop t-shirt that I'm wearing on top of that. Yeah, so this is the outfit. This outfit is what I like to call not too casual, but also not formal either. Why am I wearing this outfit today? Why? Because today is a procedure day. Essentially, I'm going to be in theater for probably most of my day, if not my entire day. So I'm gonna get to work and change into scrubs anyway. So I don't need to actually like look put together. I could really wear shorts and a t-shirt and go. But when I arrive, there are gonna be people probably, and I will probably see people after work, or I might need to pass by somewhere after work, and you don't want to be doing that looking funny, right? So I look put together, but it's a very low effort, no effort at all actually outfit, and I will probably pair it with a pair of mid heels, just so that it looks cute, because at the StylishMed headquarters, we love to look cute, no matter what we're doing. Yeah, the longer I speak, the later I'm gonna be for work, so I need to put this down. Let me finish having my breakfast and head to work, and I'll catch up with you guys when we're there.
Access granted.
Most of my work is one-on-one with couples and women who are trying to understand their bodies better, whether it's fertility, regular periods, or general wellness. Today's list consists of a number of scans, doing follicular studies, and we also have a few hysteroscopies. A hysteroscopy is a procedure where we insert a camera into the uterus through the vagina and the cervix, and the purpose of this is to assess the uterine cavity and see if there's any scarring, any adhesions, or anything that could be causing these women problems and making them fail to conceive. Generally speaking, when you do an ultrasound, there's different kinds of ultrasounds you can do. You can do a transabdominal ultrasound, you can do a transvaginal ultrasound. So today's scans are mostly transvaginal scans, unless maybe we have difficult visualization of the ovaries or the uterus or whatever it is that we're looking for from the transvaginal point of view. And then we might have to also do an abdominal scan on top of that. But generally speaking, this is the probe that we use, and we will typically put a condom over it because you're using the same probe on different people everywhere you go. So they will obviously put a condom over it or some kind of like protective sheet or cover over it so that you don't like spread infections or stuff. And then when you're doing an abdominal scan, you just typically use a different probe, and that's the one where you just apply the gel on top of the abdomen and then scan on top. So yeah, today's scan is mostly transvaginal, but let's see if we end up having some abdominal in case there's like
difficult visualization or something like that. So I just got my first bottle of the day refilled, and it is so important for me to keep hydrated because time flies when I'm at work. Like right now, I feel like I just got here like a few minutes ago, but it's already 11. And we're done with our scans now, just waiting to start our hysteroscopies. So I always fill my bottle of water. I literally go with it everywhere I go. But anyway, you guys, look at my skin. Look how my skin is peeling. So my skin always starts to peel. Okay, here I've just moisturized, so you can't see it that much. But my skin typically always peels, especially when it's like a very busy time of the month at work, and we're doing a lot of scans, like a lot of procedures where I have to constantly wash my hands. Um, I have very sensitive skin, so when I use these strong like detergents and stuff and sanitizers and things to wash my hands, my skin starts to peel. So this is the price I pay. But yeah, it usually peels for like a week or so and then it goes away. Go down this year. It is 4 something p.m. now. My day has slowed down. In the morning, we had a couple of scans, got done with those. Then we had lunch. Yeah, things just went by quickly, and I didn't get to show you guys what we had for lunch. But we do have a caterer who brings us lunch every day. It's something different, so it just depends. You choose what you want to have. I think today there was an option of rice and ugali, and I think there were like plantains or something as well. I don't know, but I had rice and beef. No, it was rice and beef liver or something like that. Anyway, so our hysts went well. They were incredibly smooth, which is typically not how they go. Sometimes they get very interesting, but today everything went by smoothly and quickly. Actually, we were done. And then I had a few follow-up patients to review. A patient that I saw yesterday, who needed a review. I've seen some very interesting cases. Recently seen a patient with malaria and agenesis. Recently seen a patient with a big tubal ovarian mass. Very interesting things that I hadn't seen in a while, things that I'd never seen as well. But yeah, it's been very interesting. So you get a nice balance and a nice blend of things once in a while. It's interesting to refresh your mind on certain things that you aren't typically used to seeing every day. But now I'm just sitting, finishing up some tasks and waiting for home time. My lips are so dry. I'm so tired. I'm so hungry. I just wanted to go. I just wanted the day to be done, but it's okay. Almost done. Soon. Getting there.
Access granted.
I usually leave work at 5 p.m. unless procedures drag or a patient shows up after our regular consultation times. And I usually upload my content for that day at this time as well before I get busy, distracted, or forget. Balancing content creation with clinical work and life is tough, but I do love sharing information that helps people to take charge of their health. I love the community that we've built in here, and I'm doing my level best to be consistent this year and grow it again. And I really appreciate the love and the support that you guys give me.
So casually keep diving into concrete, so bittersweet, huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. How to keep the heat when it gets colder, you know.
So I am in the kitchen now. It is almost 5:20, 5:30 almost. I'm obviously a little behind time because I'm filming. Things take a little bit of time, but normally around 5:15 I would typically already be in the kitchen, like in between. I'll typically already be in the process of preparing my dinner. But generally speaking, because I get home, especially on a Thursday and towards the end of the week, I'm usually so tired. I typically don't want to make anything that requires me to stand in the kitchen for a long time. So on days that I haven't meal prepped the night before, I would typically make something that is very easy. So I typically only cook maybe like 3 times a week or 4 times at most. But most of the times I'll cook today and have leftovers tomorrow, and then cook the next day and have leftovers next day. And that keeps me at least balanced because I have some time to eat. I eat good meals throughout the week, but I still have time for myself. Like yesterday, I went to a cafe after work. I didn't have to cook because I had leftovers. So today I am making a creamy chicken pasta. So I've taken out all my vegetables that I want to use. I want to put some broccoli, some cauliflower, and a lot of other veggies that I've got to chop up, and some chicken. And we're going to mix it all up and have one hearty meal. I love a hearty meal, especially because lately it's been very gloomy and rainy and dark, and I love that because it gets really hot here. But I digress. We're in the kitchen, gonna do some dinner prep, and then we will get on with the rest of the evening. I love my evenings because they're not too hectic. I get to like relax and breathe and reset before the next day. So after cooking, I want to shower, read a book, chill, talk on the phone. I don't plan on doing anything like productive, so to speak. Like I don't have any assignments, I don't have any work to do, I'm not doing any editing. I'm just done for the day. I just have to chill and wait for bedtime. So yeah, without talking you guys' ears off, let's do the preparation.
Sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark, and maybe just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand. Up to my
By the time the day comes to an end, I'm usually drained and running on fumes, mentally, emotionally, and sometimes even physically. But I always try to return to myself, even if it's just 10 minutes with a warm drink or reading my book and completing the journal prompts in my planner. This part of the day reminds me why I do what I do because, yes, I pour into others all day long, but I refuse to let that mean that I neglect myself. This is the balance that I'm constantly trying to protect.
So, my loves, I am ready to call it a day, call it a night. I am fatigued, I am beat, and ready to retire to bed. This was a day in my life where I had a bit of everything going on, which typically drains me and keeps me and makes me more tired than a day where I'm just spending the entire day in theater doing procedures, or a day where I'm just spending the entire day seeing patients, or just spending the entire day doing scans or something, like doing the same thing the whole day. I think where I have to like kind of switch on and do this and then switch off and focus and shift to something totally different again, and then something else that's totally different, that drains me a little more than when I have to just focus on one thing the entire day. So I am a little more mentally drained than usual. But that's okay, and that is why I love my routine, because I have a productive morning, productive day, and can have a nice, restful, and chilled, slow evening and reset and gather strength and energy for the next day. So it's around 8:30 p.m. now. I'm getting into bed and sleeping. And I will be up tomorrow first thing in the morning at 4 a.m. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a day in my life. Let me know what else you'd like to see from me in the comment section. Let me know what your days typically look like. Let me know what was strange about my day that, I don't know, you'd find interesting. Otherwise, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share this video with your friends. We're trying to be consistent this year. I'm really trying, really trying, and I need you guys' support to do that. So subscribe, watch, share, comment, like, and all those wonderful things. And I will see you in my next video. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.